Shibuya is a Web3 experiment created by Pplpleasr to allow viewers to participate in the creative process of long-form visual content, such as an anime called White Rabbit. It recently raised $6.9 million in seed funding to allow it to expand its team and onboard new creators. It is one of the new projects attempting to disrupt story-driven content. This project is inspired by creator-first economic model of NFTs and the desire to create a space for long-form content on the blockchain. And as mentioned, it is from Pplpleasr, who is a contemporary artist and illustrator who has collaborated with fashion brands, music labels, and magazines. What is up, NFT explorers? Mike Damazo here to help you navigate through the Metaverse as your no-shill resource. For this video, we'll go over a bit about Pplpleasr's background, Web3 native media with Shibuya, and a look forward to Web3 storytelling studios. Emily Pplpleasr Yang is a contemporary artist and illustrator based in Los Angeles. Her work is inspired by her own personal experiences and often features bright colors, bold themes, and surreal elements. She specializes in digital illustration, combining traditional techniques with digital tools to create her vibrant pieces. Emily has been creating art since she was a young child and has developed her own unique style over the years. She has exhibited in galleries around the world and has collaborated with fashion brands, music labels, and magazines. Now, where she stands out is her early works with Blizzard, working on Diablo, to multiple different DeFi protocols like Uniswap. Her animated ad for Uniswap sold for 310 ETH at the time, which was about $525,000, and the proceeds went to charity. To be honest, a whole video would definitely need to just highlight her work and what she's done for the DeFi, NFT, and just the crypto ecosystem overall. Shibuya is a Web3 experiment that allows viewers to participate in the creative process of long-form visual content. The first Shibuya project is called White Rabbit, as explained earlier. It is an interactive Web3 series. Viewers who hold the producer passes will be able to stake the NFTs to vote for one of the two alternate endings on the first episode. So for Shibuya, think of it as Web3's A24. The Genesis series is White Rabbit, which is the first piece of media that will be launched on Shibuya. This will include NFTs known as producer passes, represented as an ERC 1155, which will be a fractional ownership of that final film. So with that being said, let's break down that fractional ownership, which will be White Rabbit, which will be the White Rabbit token, represented as WRAB. Now, a quick tokenomics is that there will be 69,420,420 total. 40% of that will be for the co-founders, 5% to the team, and 50% producer passes staked before the beginning of each episode. 5% and any unclaimed will be distributed at the discretion of the team. Now, staking certain chapters will help determine how much WRAB you can get. Tokenomics aside, I think overall, so far with what the team has built and is continuing to ship, I'm not paying close attention to this tokenomics, and I'm just looking forward to some cool ass shit that they're making. Now, as far as chapter 1 goes, it was first teased during ETH Denver in February 2022, and in March 2022, Shibuya sold out in 22 minutes. That is a lot of 22s that I just had to say. Anyways, during its public sale, about 85% of the producer passes were staked, and there was also an Easter egg for the words of a seed phrase where the winner won a couple of one-of-one pieces from Pplpleasr and Super Gremlin and Maciage. I apologize because I cannot pronounce that name. Anyways, chapter 2 had the airdrop reveal of the cook shop where active participants were able to stake their stake, allowing the ability to earn WRAB during the 3 months from October to January. Next up for White Rabbit is launching chapter 3 from their platform, which focuses on cultivating their community and delivering highly curated content. Community will always be at the core of White Rabbit's operations. Now, content is king, and White Rabbit will be pushing the boundaries of delivering Web3 native content. Only existing producers have stake will be eligible for free claims, and Coinbase Coinbase Mirai poster NFT holders will be eligible for 1 free claim per poster. So far, no WRAB will be distributed during this chapter. So I want to say there's a total of a total of 8 chapters. So this one won't have it. So maybe the rest will, who knows? But they do a great job with adjusting accordingly with how people are voting and how people are selecting. So keep an eye out on that. For producer passes, which I've mentioned, are ERC 1155 NFTs that allow users to participate in the Web3 experience. Now, producers can mint producer passes to vote on their desired alternative ending. WRAB tokens are awarded to users who stake producer passes for voting, as stated earlier. With chapter 3, it'll be definitely different, knowing that you can't earn any WRAB, but I will definitely keep an eye on it and most likely tweet about it. Maybe a follow-up video after chapter 4, or if there's any big developments. So while not alone in Shibuya's pursuit to disrupt story-driven content, other examples with Web3 come to mind, such as the much hyped Stoner Cats coming from Ashton Kutcher's camp, or crypto native artist and world builder Loopify with Interleave, or Micah Johnson's Aku World. As you guys know, I've covered some of those already in the past. Now, back to Shibuya. What is great news is that the recent raise of $6.9 million in seed funding from VCs and angel investors. It plans to use the funding to expand its team and onboard new creators. So definitely be something on the lookout. White Rabbit is the first in-house IP on Shibuya and is a Web3 interactive series about going down the crypto rabbit hole. Will other traditional media houses follow suit? Only time will tell. This is a lot coming from Pplpleasr, who is a staple in the DeFi and NFT community. Shibuya is definitely a Web3 experiment that is one to watch and also one to follow with White Rabbit. Overall, the storyline and what they have come up with is something, you haven't seen really, whereas a lot of times it's just different promises, or it's not really a very creative process. So seeing them breathe fresh air into storytelling and really delivering on their animation is awesome. And the recent raise of 6.9 million allows them to really just spread out and expand and disrupt this industry. Have you checked out Shibuya or watched any of the episodes of White Rabbit? What do you think of Web3 production teams launching? Is this the wave, or is it just a splash in the puddle? Sound off in the comments below. Hit that like for this video to bring back the JPEG bull run. If you roll up optimistic next week, we'll cover Immutable, a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. Make sure to subscribe and turn the notifications on. Watch the next video and other projects, tools, and trends. Stay legendary, and I'll see you in the Metaverse.